Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be showcasing this £1,200 Ultimate Gaming PC. I'm going to be giving you a rundown of the specs of the PC, then I'll give you some information about it, and then towards the end of the video I'll be doing some game benchmarks. So before we do get into the specs, I just want to show you the case itself. The case is the NZXT Source 340. On the top we have two USB 3.0 ports and a headphone and a microphone port. Then we have this massive side panel here, which is really nice. It'll show off all the great components in the case. Then on the back of the machine, we've got a nice sized motherboard shield here, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 USB ports. That's 4 USB 3.0 ports, 1 USB 3.1 port, and then just 2 usual USB 2.0 ports. We then have a DVI, VGA, and a HDMI input, and we also have a DisplayPort input as well. And then we have the graphics card here, which has a DVI input, 2 mini DisplayPort inputs, and then a HDMI input. This PC can hold up to 4 displays, which is great, and that's due to the amount of sockets that are there to connect to monitors. There's also speakers and microphone jack there as well, so you can have speakers if you want. Plenty of USBs for if you have a lot of peripherals that you'll want to use. So now that I've shown you the case itself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a rundown of the specs of the ND4000. So looking at the specs of the ND4000, the CPU is the Intel i7-6700K, which has been overclocked to 4.6 GHz. This is paired with the Corsair H8 liquid cooler. The graphics card is the NVIDIA GTX 974GB, and it's got 16GB of Corsair Vengeance DDR4 3000 MHz RAM. The motherboard is the Asus Z170 Pro gaming motherboard, and the power supply is the Corsair CX 750W modular power supply. It's also got a 256GB Samsung M.2 SSD, it's running Windows 10 Home 64-bit, and the case is the NZXT Source 340. So this is the NXT4000, and it comes in at just over £1,000, and it's an ultimate gaming PC. So one thing I can tell you straight away is it's future-proof. If you've got any stresses or queries that you don't think it's going to be future-proof, well, I can tell you now that this PC is future-proof. I'm talking Battlefield 1, I'm talking Ghost Recon Wildlands, I'm talking any game that is coming out within the next 1.5 to 2 years, you'll be able to play on this machine here. I mean, with the specs, it's got the new Skylake i7-6700K overclocked to the 4.6 GHz, which is obviously going to give you that bit more performance in games, so that's a really good feature. It's got the 970 graphics card. The 970 is probably one of the most popular graphics cards on the market at the minute, and rightly so. I've got a 970, and they're fantastic cards. I'll show you this later on in the benchmarks. But because it's a NVIDIA card as well, it does come with NVIDIA GeForce Experience, which is a cool little piece of software that includes drivers automatically updated. You've got your shadow play, which allows you to record the games, and it automatically optimizes your games for you when you first start to play them. The amount of RAM it's got is great as well, especially if you're a video editor like myself, or if you're a photo editor or something like that, something that's going to be using a lot of high performance programs, or if you're doing 3D modeling, say, the 16GB of RAM that this comes with is a really good amount to have. And then of course, to keep it fast, we've got the SSD. It means you're going to launch the PC up in like seconds. If you just type in on the internet hard drive booting versus SSD booting, you'll definitely get a faster performance from the SSD. The SSD we've put in here is crazy fast. It's going to launch your games fast, it's going to launch programs fast, and your OS. It's got a lovely case as well. The NZXT Source 340 is a fantastic case. It's a smaller version of the H440, but it's a really nice little case just to have on your desk, and as you can see from me being on the desk, it looks really nice as well. You can change the graphics card on the website when you go and buy this PC. If you just click on the customize PC option, you can customize the graphics card. You can change it if you want a 980 Ti. Put a 980 Ti in there. And you can also add sound cards if you want, and a wireless adapter, say, if you don't want to play wired, but let's be honest, wired connections are the best. You can also add other software as well, such as Office, and you can add any peripherals that you want. That's monitors, keyboard, mice, headsets, you name it. And with this being one of the next day PCs, they are all pre-built and pre-tested in bulk, so you're getting it tested to its fullest potential, and these PCs are built by professionals, so you know you're getting the best build quality that you can have with your PC. So I guess you're ready to see some benchmarks, aren't you? I'm going to be testing The Division, I'm going to be testing Battlefield Hardline, and I'm going to be doing DayZ because of the new renderer to show you guys what the FPS is like in those games. So let's jump into the benchmarks. So Battlefield Hardline is the first game. Everything is running on Ultra, the normal Ultra preset, and as you can see we're getting a very good FPS here, staying over 100 a lot of the time and then only really dropping to about 85 FPS, but it's staying a lot over that 100 mark, which is really nice to see. This game is extremely playable. Since this is the latest Battlefield game, you'll have no problems playing Battlefield 1, especially with the engine that will run on. Next, we have DayZ, which is running on all Ultra settings as well. I did say I would record the new renderer, but there was some issues as the servers were down when I was recording this video, but I've shown you what it would be like in the base game, so you'll have a good idea as to what FPS you get when the new renderer is out, which will increase your FPS by at least 25. So you're getting 25 FPS in the city, plus 25, you're getting 50 in the city, and then obviously as you can see, leaving the city we are getting a bigger FPS going to about 70 when leaving. Next we have The Division, which is again running on the Ultra preset, but I've turned the VSync off and I've just left the object detail as it is. As you can see, the FPS we're getting is very good here. It's over 60 FPS, which is a very playable FPS. And this is in the dark zone as well, doing one of the missions. So there's a lot going on at the same time and there's a lot of firefights, but it's a very good FPS to have. So guys, that was the ND4000. As you can see, it did really well in all of the games that I tested, and you got a good playable FPS in all of those games. Obviously they were all set to Ultra, but if you didn't like what you were seeing in the video, say you don't like playing at 60 FPS, you'd rather get 100 FPS, then you can obviously change the settings down. But they were just running on Ultra to show you how powerful this PC is at performing on the newest games. So just to remind you, these are the next day PCs. If you do buy it today, you'll get it tomorrow, which is a huge bonus, as I know how tough it can be having to wait for your gaming PC to come. It's a great PC, all the specs inside it are fantastic. It's pre-built, pre-tested in bulk, so you know that you're gonna get the best PC that you can have, especially because it's built by professionals. Hope you guys have enjoyed this showcase, and if you have, please leave me a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I've been Matt, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.